social responsibility. And tomorrow, a group of cyclists begins a ride from Sydney to Melbourne. Berrick Wilson is the founder of the charity ride, and he joins us now. Berrick Wilson, good morning.
Good morning.
This ride aims to raise money for a terrific venture, but it begins with a very worrying story. Tell us about your daughter.
Yes, it did. Look, it started back in 2006 when we had our first child, and Miller unfortunately had a brain hemorrhage at just 2 days old. And she was rushed. We were in hospital at the time, and they called an ambulance and rushed us to another hospital because that's where they had the neonatal intensive care unit. Fortunately, Miller has recovered fully, but the experience really led me to think that there must be something that I can do to make a difference.
And this bike ride, as a result, has gone from strength to strength over the years, hasn't it? It
has. I'm really fortunate in that the industries that we target, which is predominantly sort of property, banking and finance and legal, have got right behind the event. And yes, it's taken off from what was just an idea to this is now our fifth event.
So how many riders in the group?
42, 7 teams of 6 people each. And all been training for the last 3 to 4 months to get themselves ready enough to be able to do 1,200 kilometres in just 7 days.
How do you do the stops along the way?
It depends on how we're feeling, but we typically stop at various towns along the way and overnight each place.
Right.
But the stops
so
in between.
Stay at a local pub or something?
Yeah, a range of different hotels along the way. There's quite a lot of planning that goes into it. There's at least 6 months of planning that goes into it along the way. Yes.
And as well as raising money, as you mentioned, it's a great opportunity for lycra-clad networking for business leaders.
Absolutely, it is. Look, this is one opportunity where people really get to know each other, both in the 4 months of training leading up to it, but then doing an event that is very much a bonding experience along the way. So a huge opportunity, I think, for people to really get to know each other in tough times.
And cutting deals halfway down the queue, potentially.
Yes.
So how does the money get raised exactly?
Look, we raise funds by selling off logo sponsorships on the jerseys.
Right.
Then each individual rider has to pay $1,000 to be involved, and then they have to raise a minimum of $5,000 each individually. A number of the riders have actually raised over $20,000 personally this year. So, yeah, look, it's both a corporate and an individual experience.
And where does the money go?
To a range of different children's charities. They're all different children's charities. Starlight Children's Foundation this year, and the Monash Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. And we really like to try and target buying individual tangible pieces of equipment along the way, so people can see where the money's actually gone rather than just into a central treasury function.
Berrick Wilson, all the best with it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, dairy farmers are warning that aggressive